Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be featuring some battles from my wife, Greenish Backwards, aka Cindy. She's running one of her OG teams featuring Abomasnow, Azumarill, and Sableye. She actually used to run this team with Defense Deoxys and Hydro Pump instead of Play Rough on Azu. But this is a very strong team. This was one of the popular variants when Abomasnow first came out in the meta. Then Abomasnow really fell off super hard when Walrein came out, basically disappeared from the meta. But Abomasnow has made a return because of the Noctowl Lantern core. So let's go ahead and get started with this team. Basically, two Pokemon in the back that can deal with fighters. Okay, picks up a fantastic lead. Abomasnow into Dragonite. Obviously has multiple answers to the Dragonite. Chooses to go in Azumarill into the Medicham as opposed to Sableye, just because expecting that there is a potential steal in the back, and Sableye should be able to handle the steal better than Azumarill. And plus, switch is not super important here, just because Dragonite with no shields is basically useless, right? So, gonna look to land the play rough. Likely gonna lose switch here and then farm up aggressively with oh, they double shield here with the Sableye, and they do get the counter down, but Sableye doesn't really care too much about Medicham. But too many ice punches will put the Sableye potentially too low, so does choose to take it out. They were definitely pretty close to another ice punch, a wise move for sure. And then we'll see what comes in. It is a Bastodon, but you're going to see how much these energy balls do to a Bastodon, which is quite a bit. It does a pretty decent chunk there, as you can see. It does way more than the foul play, so being able to get off two of these is actually really nice. Gonna have to shield, but we'll be able to farm down the Bastodon with Sableye, and then just take out the Dragonite pretty easily here. And as you can see, this Bastodon is getting quite low here. Gonna look to Shadow Claw down the Bastodon, and then foul play wouldn't KO the Dragonite. It would come pretty close, so you definitely gonna need to return it. And gonna look to return the Dragonite back to Generation 1, and gonna be able to Shadow Claw down this Bastodon, no problem here. Okay, very nicely done there. All right, we're gonna see what's gonna come next. It is a Ninetales. Ninetales is a pretty big cord breaker for this team. Powder Snow is actually not that bad for Sableye because the Shadow Claws and Powder Snows are both neutral to each other. Obviously, the Dazzling Gleam would do quite a bit. The Energy Ball does quite a bit to Ninetales. We'll see if they elect to shield. They do not. And here comes. Okay, the good timing by the opponent, throwing right before the Weather Ball, especially with the defense dropped. And here comes Azumarill. Fairy in the front, Fairy in the back. Quite an unconventional team. Typically, this team has like a really hard steal answer in the back. Medicham is a pretty common variant. Unfortunately, gonna have to stay here, which is not ideal, just because that Ninetales does have still quite a bit of health, and it has at least a Weather Ball store. Definitely not a Dazzling Gleam. And we'll see how these two fairy types decide to play it out. Then here comes the play rough. And we will see Cindy get to this play rough beforehand. They do get the bubble through. And probably gonna have to let this go because the Azumarill is too low to do very much. Gonna look to Shadow Claw down. The bubble damage doesn't apply. Unfortunately, foul play only does like 25%. About probably about 20% to the Ninetales. Shields gets baited here, which is not ideal. We will gonna look to double shield here, and then gonna have to be forced to throw this foul play, and then we will see what's in the back. Ends up being a Swampert. Oof, that is not ideal. Outside of Hydro range, but not quite enough energy. We'll see if they choose the shield here. They do choose the shield. And Foul Play definitely would not be enough. Needs to land the return. Not going to be able to get there. And going to get Earthquaked. If would have taken the Weather Ball, then would have got straight Hydro there. So kind of a really difficult situation there. And nice baits by the opponent. All right. The Abomasnow into Medicham is obviously a very badly here. You're going to say swap into the Azumarill. We'll see what decides to come in. Looks like they don't have an immediate answer to the Azumarill. A lot of people have run teams very weak to Azumarill. And they're going to do one bubble, then throw the player off. They're going to try to dish some super effective damage to this Medicham. They elect to shield. Here comes Noctowl. Throwing at good timing there. Throwing the Ice Beam. We'll see what this Noctowl wants to do. Gonna let this go. No move KOs here. They do elect a Shadow Ball. And then they don't want to take the Ice Beam. Makes sense because they've already expended shield. Gonna look to let this go. Are we gonna see a farm down? Or are we gonna see the throw? They should be dry here. Would need to throw at 6. Electing to farm down. Come out with some energy. We'll see what they're gonna do here. Gonna throw the energy ball. And then look to switch. This does quite a bit of damage. This would do more than the Foul Play. Puts the Medicham super low. They elect to throw the Ice Punch here. And then here comes Jephus. This is just a Rock Slide, right? This is just 7 here. 7? And then we will see... This is just a Rock Slide. Oh, they actually did go up to the EQ there. Okay, yeah, because they only need 2 more for the Rock Slide here. We will see. Could shield this and then be able to make it the Foul Play beforehand, or elect to no shield and just double up on the Abomasnow. Both are pretty okay because this Medicham is super low. Gonna throw the Foul Play. This should take it out, and this Medicham is way too low to deal with the Sableye. Very nice play. As you can see, that team was quite weak to Azumarill. And then we're going to see Abomasnow into Walrein. This is kind of an awkward matchup here for Abomasnow. The Energy Ball would deal super effective damage. We'll see if they choose to shield or not. The Walrein would survive, just barely. Shadow Walrein would barely head on with HP, but the non-Shadow one tried to catch there. And then here comes the Trev. And we'll see how they're going to play this out. Will the opponent elect to shield? They do not shield. The Ice Beam does quite a bit of damage. Here comes the Seed Bomb. They will need to land another Seed Bomb. And I'm not even sure the next not sure the next Seed Bomb would KO. And we will see here. Will Azumarill hang on? Oh, they elect to Shadow Ball. Smart play by the opponent. And gonna get the farm down here. Oh, gonna throw the Weather Ball. We'll see. Will the Altaria think this is an Energy Ball? They do think, okay. All right, but the Walrein's very healthy here and loaded with energy. They're absolutely loaded here. And we will see how this is going to play out. Going to go for the bait. The Foul Play definitely would not KO, but the return would do quite a bit of damage. This tricky part here is how low can you get this Walrein? Ooh, electing to go Foul Play here. The Walrein will just barely survive here. The Icicle Spear won't KO, but they have enough energy. We'll see how this plays out. Oh, they elect to EQ there. Oh, unfortunate. Nice play by the opponent there. It would have landed the return. It was, honestly, the Altaria was still pretty healthy. Not pretty healthy. It was probably at like 30%. So it would have been really close there. If it would have thrown the Icicle Spear, then would have been able to Shadow Claw down and Foul Play the Altaria. So very close game here. All right, we'll see what they do here. Gonna go Sableye into the Froslass. This is a good matchup for the Sableye. You don't need to shield this, but would do quite a bit of damage. Gonna shield, and then I doubt they shield here. So gonna undercharge just a little bit, and maybe could have undercharged a little bit more, but now still outside of Hydro range. So this is kind of an awkward matchup for this for the Swampert to come in. And gonna throw the foul play. They're at 6 right. They're at 6 right now. 7, 8, 9. Outside of Hydra's really close here. So they elect the EQ, which makes sense. Gotta wait the clock. We're gonna see what they choose to do here. Oh, they have a Charizard. This is absolutely game over. Azumarill absolutely destroys Charizard. You can see how little the Blast Burns do to Azumarill. Even though wing attacks are neutral, Blast Burn is an extremely strong move. Gonna throw the Ice Beam. Ice Beam is neutral because of the flying fire type resisting ice. Flying is weak to it, but there's not really too much this Charizard can do at this point in time. Would need 3 Blast Burns, honestly, to KO this Azumarill. Dragon Claw would not KO. And we're going to see a massive bubble down here. Going to throw the Ice Beam. I don't expect this Swampert to shield because this game is absolutely over here. And they choose not to shield. And we are off into the next set here. I believe this is the next set here. All right. This is a very tough lead here. We'll see how this is going to play out. Yeah, this is a very tough lead here just because this Azumarill doesn't have Hydro Pump, so all the moves are resisted. But typically, they throw Focus Blast here. They do throw the Focus Blast. Well, they one lock on then through there. And gonna get to another Energy Ball here. This will put the Registeel pretty low. We'll see if they choose to shield. They choose not to shield. And we're going to see how they're going to play this out. Going to build up here. Going to throw right before the Focus Blast. And we'll see how they're going to play here. Oh, okay. Oh, catches a Focus Blast. Very nice. And going to be able to... Okay, the opponent chooses to leave. I don't know what they would have in the back that... They still have a shield there, so kind of a weird play there, but maybe they're very weak to Abomasnow in the back. And then we're going to see Abomasnow into the Noctowl. And this is a okay matchup for the Abomasnow. Abomasnow does lose a 0, but will be able to Powder Snow down the Noctowl. All right, let's see what comes in. Oh, it's a Medicham. Gonna switch out right away. And oh, they switch a Sableye into... interesting that they stayed the Noctowl into... interesting. Noctowl into the Abomasnow. Yeah, they do choose to throw the return. And I imagine that they are going to double shield here if they let the play rough come first. And then they probably will look to Shadow Claw down. Oh, they don't choose to Shadow Claw down. This Abomasnow does have an Energy Ball there. Gonna elect to throw the Weather Ball. But honestly, this game's pretty much over. And they choose to save the energy and the immediate switch out. There's really not too much this Medicham can do. And they are going to top left here. Cindy needing a 5-0 to secure the legend set here. We'll see whether or not that will happen. And we see Abomasnow into Stunfisk. This is a okay matchup, right? Obviously resisting the mud shots, but the rock slides do super effective damage. Would be able to survive one. Gonna choose a shield. They do throw right away. And we will see how this is gonna play out. Gonna catch the second rock slide onto a Azumarill. And we will see what comes in. It is a Trev. Trev, a pretty common Pokemon with Galarian Stunfisk, since it does help against the Swampert matchup and the fighting weakness. They do farm up quite a bit. They're at 11 right now, 11 Shadow Claws. So there's going to be a Seed Bomb here. And we will see if they choose to Shadow Claw down or if they will choose to throw here. They choose. It looks like they're electing to shield and Shadow Claw down. I think you go Sableye here just because the Abomasnow is already loaded. And as well, Sableye can tank the Shadow Ball. We're going to see... Oh, they actually choose a Seed Bomb here. For some reason, I'm not sure why. And here comes the G-Fist. Oh, they choose to Rock Slide here. Rock Slide definitely would not be enough to take out the Sableye. But it would put it pretty low. It does about a third. Electing to shield here. And here comes Drapion. Oh, man. Okay, gonna try to catch the crunch. They don't throw the crunch there. But does Abomasnow win CMP versus Drapion? That did quite a bit of damage. Does win CMP here. This should be enough. Let's see if they have Crunch or Sludge Bomb. They're dry now, right? So can farm up a decent amount, then throw. But gonna look to take it out just because the Sableye is 5 Shadow Claws away. Gonna maybe undercharge here, but it really doesn't matter here because the Sableye will be able to outpace the Galarian Stunfisk to the move and look to throw the foul play. Very interesting that they didn't come Drapion into the Sableye, into the Abomasnow. All right, very tough lead here, and we'll see how this is going to get played out. They do come into Shadow Vic here. Gonna at least get a shield, but unfortunately, Shadow Vic is going to be able to Razor Leaf down before this Azumarill can make it to an Ice Beam, another Ice Beam, I should say. And they have quite a bit of energy. The real question here is, do they have Sludge Bomb? It's enough energy. Gonna choose to shield. Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb makes sense in the back, especially if you farm something down. It would do more damage. Gonna do one and throw the Energy Ball. The Energy Ball does quite a bit of damage to the Bastiodon. And then here, they blind switch to the Medicham. We will see what moveset they have. They elect to pop here, boosting the counter damage. Really needs to come out with some energy. Gonna go all the way to 100 here. And then we are gonna see a slight undercharge here. You're gonna try to farm off these counters. And able to farm down before taking another pup here. Gonna throw the foul play. And gonna throw another foul play here. We'll see if they choose to shield this. Okay. Oh, actually, they have no shield, so they shielded the other move here. And the farm down on the Shadow Vic is paying off here. And gonna be able to land this Energy Ball. Put it pretty low. It's still gonna be a very close game here. We'll see if they can fast move down. They cannot fast move down the Sableye and able to win the game there. Getting hard countered in the lead and in the counter switch or the safe switch, but does come out on top. Is ahead versus this Abomasnow because they did switch in, so can choose to win the switch here. Gonna elect to shield the Weather Ball just to make sure they can get this second Weather Ball off. Shadow on Shadow is does do quite a bit of damage. Okay, gonna elect to no shield. Will survive this. Just barely survives. Gonna be able to get a really big bubble down here. And then here comes Trev. They are actually double weak to Abomasnow. Wow, they actually had no Abomasnow answer. Does choose to shield here. They are going to Seed Bomb. A Seed Bomb just barely doesn't KO here. We'll see what they do here. They do catch on Swampert. Very nice play here, but this means the Swampert is now in foul play range. All you need to do is double because the Trev does not have a move. Definitely, this is definitely just a Hydrocan here. Gonna elect to no shield. Definitely the correct play. Gonna have to shield the next one anyways, but this just means that you don't want to get baited and then get EQ'd later. Well, obviously you can throw the foul play beforehand. One off the next foul play, which is more than enough time to take out the Swampert, and we are gonna see the big foul play. It's gonna be able to take out the Trev pretty easily here. Trev can survive at full, but it is not at full health here, and that completes the big 5-0. And we're gonna see the big legend set. But before we see the legend symbol here, we have to clean out our inventory. It gets a big 5-0, and just like this Pokemon, we're frillish with the GBL season and gonna get legend here. Congratulations to Cindy, my wife, for the very lovely battles. Thank you very much for sending them to me. Congratulations on legend. Another successful season. If you like to do for like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.